I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Well, hello. Hi, Dina.
Hey. Hey. How he can change them that quick, I don't know. I still have not got the hang of it yet.
Goodness sake. Well, we're back.
There we
Here
are.
we are, boys and girls, one more time. I thought you said NC wasn't here.
He was telling me he wasn't going to be able to show up.
Well, there he is.
Hey, I'm
There
glad he
is.
did. That's awesome.
Tony, you want an update on the pond? Absolutely. Come on up, Tony. Let's see the pond.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Let's see, what am I doing here? I gotta figure out. Okay, I got it. I think I'm good. Well, show and tell tonight, boys and girls. Come on up and show us your tank. Let's see what you're doing in all your spare time. Wilson Cuevas is here. Wilson, I need your camera on and your mic on. I don't have either one. There's nothing for me to bring up. You got to have your camera and your mic.
Yep, once you get that on, then you can come on up.
Then you're good, right? He ain't got nothing right now. Yep, and he's gone. Guess he got to figure that out.
Hey,
yeah, Tony, come on out and show us the pond.
Yeah, I love what she's doing with the pond.
Glory. We're gonna do some giveaway tonight. So hang in there, and we've got about six or seven bundles of plants we're gonna be giving away tonight. I asked Brenda to go through the stock and see what she had that we could give away, and she came up with some stem plant packs. So that'll be nice. And we'll figure it out. It's all going to be based on your fish knowledge, which we're going to draw from. All right. The compendium, the bench atlas, aquarium atlas. This is book photo index 1 through 5, which is magnificent. If you haven't seen this,
I haven't.
It is incredible. It's a series of books. I only buy this one. I've had some of the others. The photo index has pictures of everything with some description, and it has categorization description at the beginning of each group. So it's broken down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different groups, 10 different groups of fish, beginning with stuff you've never heard of. Let's see.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the first is, get to it. There aren't many in it. It is, the lamp eyes. The lamp eye fish, which are eels. You can see some of that.
Oh, that's cool.
The eels, the ray finned fish like sturgeon, and the paddlefish, the snakefish, the polypterus, that kind of stuff. And then the bowfin, the gar, what else? Stingrays.
So that book is pretty much an encyclopedia of every fish.
It is.
That is so
Exactly
cool.
what it is. And then it gets into the characins from there.
Oh wow.
And the characins are some of the really pretty
Ooh.
fish.
I haven't seen those before.
The little tetras and stuff. Let's see, what is this? Oh yeah, lungfish. It's another part of that group. And the characins are the anastomus, leperinus, all that kind of stuff. Tony
That's
is
cool.
here. Let's see what the pond looks like.
Wow.
Oh my,
Wow.
we're looking good.
Look at the pickerel weed, what it has done.
Oh my word. Oh, I know. It becomes enormous, doesn't it?
The
That's
other the
amazing.
other pickerel weed I have in the floater pool ain't doing nothing. This one has gone crazy.
It has taken over, hasn't it?
Yep.
You're blooming and everything. That's wonderful. Look at that. Very nice.
That is
I hope I'm not moving my camera too fast.
No, it's perfect. We get to see everything we can see in the pond.
I
Pretty well.
actually am trying to find the fish.
Oh,
They're right here.
Oh,
well, there, sure enough.
that's beautiful.
Here's one.
Yeah, there's one right there. There's
Are those
another
rice
one.
fish?
Huh.
Are
It's
those
a
are those rice fish?
rosy red minnows.
Oh wow. From the top they look just like rice fish.
Oh, they're kind of down in there. I didn't want to put my phone in the water,
Right.
but
Yeah.
this is what's going on with the bog so far.
Well, it looks great.
Yeah, it does.
So that's the update on it, and I can come back to you and show you the 75.
Oh, that'd
Okay,
be cool.
great.
Okay, be right back.
All right. Let's see. Somebody else just came up. Robert Titherington. Robert, are you have you got a camera?
I have, yes, just 1 second. There we go.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
We got
So,
you.
yeah, it's nice to speak to you.
Thank you. You too.
I've followed you for a while now. And my planted tank's just in this corner here. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
that's a
Um,
heavily planted tank.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Get your camera right up to it. You see in it. Nice.
Yeah, that's
So
beautiful.
I've only got some small fish in there, but
Okay.
I seem to have a build up of waste in this corner here.
Ah,
Um, So I'm thinking maybe the sand's the wrong size. Maybe I don't know. I'm only taking a guess.
Just add more to it.
Mhm.
Just put more in it.
Yeah, put another ½ inch to an inch of sand in, and it'll get down in there. The sand is probably full. It's producing more detritus than the system can handle. So you need to make it a little deeper.
Right. Okay. Because there's no evidence of detritus worms in there. I
Okay,
seem to have plenty of snails, and I
right.
also believe I might be overfeeding slightly as well.
Well, that's likely. We all
Yeah.
do.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
And I've done a water test on it, and it's turned out to be a bit alkaline on the 7.8, I think it says.
Oh, that ain't bad. Yeah, that's pretty normal.
But I've lost 2 fish this last week, so that's why I did a water test.
What are they?
One was a guppy, that was the first one to go,
Mhm.
and the other one was a cherry barb.
Well, it could be something, it could be nothing. Best thing to do is just keep an eye on it and try to note if there's anything unusual happening. It's
The other thing is,
not abnormal for fish to die. You
no,
just want to know why.
yeah. I left the carcasses in. I can't find the other one.
Well, it's probably long gone.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've got some blue shrimp to go in there. Eventually, I'm just
Ah,
waiting of them
Yeah.
to breed a little bit in another tank.
nice.
But it's not doing what I want it to do. But nature's nature, innit?
Well,
That's
it
it.
looks pretty good. I'm
It
impressed.
does.
It's a nice
Same
tank,
here.
Robert.
I think I set it up in. I think it was June. So it's like June, July, August, September. About 3-4 months now.
Through the summer. Looks great.
I'm really happy with it, and I quite like your
Yeah,
channel. I've
right.
promoted you to all the fish shops I go to, and they say, "Who is he? You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that."
Right. I know. Isn't it strange?
It is.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I had the same experience and it works.
We need your fish sick and heavily medicated.
Right?
yeah, this tank I've set up a little bit like your system with the soil and sand.
Right.
There's been no chemicals in this tank at all,
Good.
and that's the way
Nice.
I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
I have
well,
I have a couple of different tanks as well. One of them's suffering bad with acid,
ah,
which is a cyclic tank, and I can't put plants in because they just keep digging them up.
put some baking soda in it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What size tank is it?
it's 190 liters. I'll just 1 second. I'll turn the light on because I didn't want it to blare it. It's on the other side of the room. So it's a corner tank.
Okay. Well, you've
Oh,
got a
there you
lot of
go.
plant in there.
So
Yeah.
I've got duckweeds and plants in the top,
Okay.
but it's sort of struggling with the water levels in this one for some reason. I don't know why.
You may need to cap it, put a lid on it
How do you mean a lid?
to keep the evaporation down.
Oh no, there's a lid on the top of
You mean the chemical
the
levels.
the chemical levels. Yeah,
Right.
it was suffering with is it blackbeard algae they call it,
Right.
and I just left it in, and then it dissolved itself.
Right. It does go away. It kind of burns itself out. It uses up all the available nitrates and has nothing left to eat, so it starves.
Yeah,
It,
that's
it, it eats itself out of house and home, I think is the expression.
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen one of your videos on it. That's why I left it and didn't do nothing about it,
Mhm.
Right.
just to see what happened.
But you said the pH is dropping.
Yeah, it's
Well, that means
that's nearest 6. I think it's
that
6,
means
that one.
there are no buffers in the water.
Right, okay.
So you can add buffers, things like eggshell, bone meal, that sort of stuff. But if you
So
will
calcium, basically.
Mhm.
yeah, calcium, that's right. Um, if you put a half a teaspoon of baking soda in, that'll begin to bring the pH up.
Right.
It
What?
may not hold it up because, well, it'll move it up. There are not a lot of buffers in that, so
Right.
you need to add buffers.
Okay. What's your view on putting cuttlefish in it?
Cuttlefish are good. That's fine. That works.
Because again, I did some research and thought, oh well, it's calcium, so I'll drop it in and see what happens.
Right.
And it didn't really do anything. It just sat there for ages and then sunk, and now it's disappeared.
Well, you can grind it up too.
Right, and turn it into a powder.
Yeah, the same with eggshell or bone
Right, okay.
meal. They all have available calcium. Um, the best way to get it up is small doses of baking soda. You don't want to put a lot in. You're not going to hurt them by pushing it up quickly.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do it anyway. But small amounts, and you can do it routinely until you get it up at least to 7.0.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's around 6.
Yeah, I would
But
do that. I would get it up.
yeah, well, the cichlids are in it, so they like it a little bit like that, I believe. Anyway.
Well, no more neutral, really. What
Right, okay.
kind of cichlid?
Oh, there's a mix. There's a black and blue one and a orange one, and there's some clown loaches in there as well.
Well, see, that sounds like Malawi cichlids, African cichlids.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think they
right?
both. Yeah, I think they're both in there. Let's see if we can get a closer picture.
Yeah.
If they decide to swim.
Right. If we can see them.
So we've got a big synodontis catfish down the bottom here.
Now that wood is probably what is
That's
dropping the pH. Yeah, those are Africans, and they want the water alkaline. They really
right. So
don't want it acidic.
right. So I need to do it the other
So
way.
you
Yeah.
need to get it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that piece of wood in the middle is actually fake.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It looks real. That's impressive.
Okay.
Yeah,
It has equals.
yeah. I don't know what it's made of. It's not very heavy,
That's good.
but they all seem to have like hidden away now on me with the camera.
No, I see one in the back. We've seen
Is
two
it?
or three. Yeah, see if you can get it up. Just do some
Yeah.
baking, small amounts of baking soda, like a quarter of a teaspoon at a
Yeah,
time, and try to
and
get
just
it
do
up
that.
at least to 7.0. Do that every day until you get it up to
Right. Okay.
7.0.
Yeah.
And then
Have
you
you?
can add eggshell. That'll help a lot.
That'll help. Right. Okay. Because I've got some tufa rock, I think they call it, in the filter.
Yeah, that helps until it gets coated over with algae, and then it
All right.
stops releasing. So you may need to take it out periodically and hose it down
Yeah. I can do
to
that.
keep it exposed to the water column. In other words,
Yeah.
looks great, Robert.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I'm not quite happy with this tank, to be honest.
Well,
This
it may
one
be time to start over with it.
this one came with the fish in it.
Uh,
It started off as a kid's fish tank with some zebra Daniels in there at Christmas time,
right.
and then before I knew it, I had 5 fish tanks.
Oh, right.
That's how it goes.
That's the way it works.
That's the
Very
way it works.
good. That's great. Glad to hear it.
Driving my wife mad.
another terminal case
Yep, that's the one.
of MTS, right?
I
Yeah.
know the
Mul-
feeling.
Multi-tank syndrome. Excellent.
Yeah, it's great.
You good?
It's great talking to you.
Thank you. You too, Robert. Happy
And
to.
I'll let you switch over to someone else. I'll keep
Very
watching
good.
you.
Thank you so much.
All right, no problem.
Bye for now.
Bye now.
Bye.
Let's see. I want to bring Wilson up.
Wow.
Hi, Wilson. We got you.
Hi, good evening. I'm sorry I wasn't ready for you guys.
Are you ready now?
Yes, this is what started me 4 months ago was the pond.
Wow.
It's about 1,500 gallons. There's a couple of
Holy
goldfishes in
cow.
there,
That's beautiful.
a couple of koi. Just started that. So let me just turn off my camera for a quick second and run inside to show you my tank that I have some concerns with.
Okay.
Beautiful pond.
Wow.
Yeah.
One second. Okay.
We got to get him back. Yeah, we got him
There you
back.
go.
Yeah, so this is my father fish tank that I started about 3 weeks ago, maybe now it's got 3 weeks.
Okay.
Now I noticed that it's getting really dirty down here.
That's all right. I wouldn't worry about that. It needs a lot more plants.
They're on their way. I'm waiting for the back order.
Oh, wonderful.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm thinking about adding some cichlids, auto cichlids here to clean the glass. What do you think about that?
That would help. Yeah, absolutely. Autos are
And do you
good.
know what these guys is? I just bought off of impulse.
Some kind of zebra, maybe. Oh, that's a mountain minnow.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah.
Got these guys over here.
Guppies, mollies.
Yeah, but just wanted to share that.
Nice.
Containing here is a 55. I'm gonna switch it over to 110, 125. So
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my.
yeah, that's the tank syndrome stuff, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Right. What is that in the middle? That big structure. What is that? Is that a piece of
Well,
driftwood?
listening to your video, I went
Wow.
to Central Park and took it right out the pond.
Oh, that's
Oh my,
cool.
it's wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's impressive. Are you in New York?
Yeah.
Central Pond, really.
Oh, I think
Central
so.
Park. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I think we lost him. And
Oh,
did we
oh,
lose
there he
him?
is.
Is he back? There he is.
Get him. There we go. Can you still hear us?
Yeah, just wanted to share that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pretty much. Well, thank you, Wilson. Nice
Thank
to
you,
see
guys.
you.
Same here.
I love that piece of driftwood.
That is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
Okay, let's get Tony up.
Oh, yeah.
There she is.
Hello.
Hello.
So
What do we got here?
I have destemmed this tank just about from all the stem plants.
Okay.
And a friend gave me some crypts.
Oh, there's great. Yeah, you sent me a picture of them. They are wonderful. Look at them. Beautiful plants.
Yeah, they
And I
are.
think I have one tiny one growing like
A little one, yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
But I still have this side to do.
Right.
Let me see if I can block that.
Yeah, crypts are really nice. They tend to be slow growing, but they are just gorgeous center plants. There's nothing quite like them.
And here's the new ones. Let me get them out the corner. I actually have them a cone coming today. Come on out.
Oh,
Oh,
There
wow.
they are.
Ah, she's grabbing. Yeah, is that too? Are you sure you got a pair?
Oh yeah, they're a breeding pair. A friend brought them over, traded some
nice.
plants for them.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and I have this too. I don't know what it is.
The plant?
Yeah, that's a
It's a
miniature
sword.
Amazon, huh?
Yeah, it's an Amazon. Yeah, a little Amazon.
Mm.
Kind
But
of chewed up.
I gotta move that, move the, sponge. And look, I got this, it's all over the place.
I love
Oh,
it.
pathos.
But
Yeah,
I
nice.
need to cut the roots. There you go. I'll move it.
I knew they do get in. They will take over the tank.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I'm gonna cut them about a 6 inches, five, maybe three
Yeah,
inches
yeah,
from the thing. But I've got this side to do. I'm floating another Mopani right now in there.
oh,
Got it hung up in the Luigia.
yeah, you
But
do. Huh.
and I planted some of this. It's the curly anubias, curly leaf.
Yes. Huh.
And so that's going to go in back. I'm moving that. That's all going to end up being for crips and slow growing rooted plants.
Nice.
And it needs trimming, but there's the 40-gallon breeder.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at
Heavily
all the fish.
planted. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I
Yeah,
have
it is.
babies everywhere.
You certainly do. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. There's a
I,
crib.
I just dropped. Oh, yeah, I've got one in there. I've even got the small hair grass.
Oh,
I
that's
need,
cool.
I want to clean this area back up. There's one of my blue shrimp.
All the mystery, all the
They're not producing because out of 10 of them, they were all female.
huh,
Oh
So,
wow.
and they're like $120 now.
Ooh.
what is it you're talking about?
The blue fantasy shrimp
Oh my word, really?
right there.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
love the blue shrimp. They're
Wow.
so pretty.
Oh, this
Huh.
tank would be full of them. But I just did a bunch of leaf drops in all the tanks. I let them soak for a while in seeded water. I had somebody come over and I gave them some seeded water from a sponge squeeze.
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
But this one's doing really well.
Certainly is.
Yeah, it is. And I love that you got the pink ram's horn snails. That's what I'm working on trying to do is breed pink ones.
Well, I'm thinking, not Leslie. Trey wants me to send her some.
Those are pretty. I love that piece of driftwood you got in the back too.
Right there, that is chola
Oh,
wood for shrimp. You
oh,
can't,
now
I
that's
Right.
got
nice.
driftwood all in here. You
Yeah,
just
Yeah, you
can't
do.
see any of it.
that's pretty too.
Right.
I got a big old rock right back there. That's what I mean. I'm going to have to actually, this is going to get really trimmed out.
Oh yeah.
I'm,
Uh,
I'm, I'm redoing all, except for this. This is going to stay the same. It just needs to be aquascape. And,
Mhm.
but I am changing the 75 and the 60. I'm pulling all the stems out of both of those.
ah,
And changing over a 75, that can definitely be some work.
Well, yeah,
really.
it really has been. There's
Yeah,
a, there's, that's the Matten filter system.
that's
Correct.
nice.
It gives them enough current going through here. It's a little hazy right now due to me messing with it,
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
but they're going to love their cone because I don't have a plant right now that's ready for me to put in there for them because
Right.
that was a surprise me getting them.
Ah,
They were in an overcrowded tank and they were hurting each other. And
huh.
there's all the kids' fish. I still have 8 different ones of the
The glow.
glowfish.
Yeah.
They like to hide if I come too close.
Yeah.
Here they come. But I tell you, since I took all my stems out and put the angelfish in here, they actually school together now,
Oh
Huh.
nice.
where they weren't before.
That's interesting, isn't it?
And my
Yeah,
angels
it
won't
is.
eat. That's because they're stuffed on shrimp. All the
Well,
shrimp.
yeah, there's
I have shrimp in here.
plenty for them to
Oh,
pick at.
oh yeah. They'll go after
Oh,
the shrimp.
I've got a lot of microfauna. A lot. The leaves, I had a handful of leaves in here.
Uh-huh.
And look, this, look what they've done to, is it, if I can get close enough. It's skeletal.
Yeah, it
Yep,
is.
There it is, right there.
yep, yep, yep.
That was
They're
all
working it.
new leaves.
Huh.
And they, look, with that one, all the
Oh,
holes in
yeah,
it.
sure enough.
They are tearing them up.
Yep. Well, it's food. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
All right. Well, I wanted to give you a pond update
Thank you, Tony.
and everything going on. Bye, y'all.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye
It was
bye.
nice seeing you. I love her. Thanks.
Oh my. Let's see. Let me open the book here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. Oh wow. I don't know about hiploids. Oh, here's one. Okay, here's one. I have I have a new fish.
Mm-hmm.
Fish I haven't had here for a long time. Just got some. Oh, let's see. And I'm gonna have you guess what it is.
Yeah, and I don't know
See
what
if
it
I
is
can
either, guys.
see if I can give you a hint. Well, let's start with this. I'm looking at a stem plant pack that looks
Mhm.
pretty good. Now, there's no guarantee with these. We're giving them away. So when you get them, there might be one plant that's deteriorated, but the bulk of them are going to be just fine. And you
Mhm.
can see there's really a nice mix in here. There are at least a dozen plants in there. This is we pay the shipping and we send it to you. We need your name and your address.
Mhm.
Um, and I guess that's all we need, name and address. And you need to send that to, let's see, send it to Fatherfish Aquarium at gmail.com.
Mhm.
Fatherfish Aquarium at gmail.com. If you if you win, we need your name and address. If you have an account with us in Shopify, we only need your name. So there's what we're giving to the winner of this first little contest. And you need to identify the fish that I am thinking of. And I'm going to start with hints and try not to give it away with the first hint. Okay, it is an anabantid. An anabantid. It is a fish I have not had for a number of years. I want to get over, yeah, to the text here so I can keep up with it. It is not a paradise.
Hmm.
It is a fish, yes. You need to name the species, I guess. A popular name will be fine. It is not an eel. It is an anabantid. It is not a dwarf. It is not a lung. It is not a betta. It is not an Oscar. It is an anabantid.
I'm not playing, but I think I know what it is, but I'm not playing.
All right. Uh, it is It comes in um, 2 or 3 colors. 2 or 3 colors. There is, and they're really morphs. There is a common color, and there are 2 morphs. One is an albino, the other is not albino. It is not a dwarf or a kissing or a climbing. Does not have legs, is not a pearl or a checkerboard. It is or a kisser. It is an anabantid.
Someone on my
Not,
channel wants to know if it's an arowana.
it is not an arowana. It is not a rainbow. It is not a tetra. It is a type of gourami. Doom Pie says gourami. It is a species of gourami. So we've nailed it down to that point. What type of gourami is it? It is uncommon. It is not a kisser. It is not a gourami you are likely to see. You may never see one, although it is not uncommon. It is not a paradise or a pearl. It is not a 3-spot. It is a gourami that it is, let's see, can we do this? Shall I do this? Trigogaster, no Doom Pie. Mattis Factory says giant gourami. It is a giant gourami. I want a name for it. Can you come up with a name for the giant gourami? Chocolate Sparking Paradise, giant red tail. Wrong on all counts. Samurai is a small gourami. Kisser, no. I've got a picture of it. There it is. Matt has got it. It is an Asphronemus. Let's see. I've got a picture of it right here.
That's pretty big.
Asphronemus. I have the common one. Let's see. It is. I think it is the red tail. Actually, somebody said red tail. It can grow up to in excess of 2 feet.
I did not know it could get that big.
It gets quite large. 40 pounds would not be unreasonable.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna give it to Mattis Factory. He nailed it as a giant and then came up with us for Nemus. So we're gonna give it to Mattis Factory. We need you to send us by email, and in the email message, mention that you guessed the name of the fish. And I'm gonna write. I need to get a marking pen. Brenda, do you have a marking pen in there? I want to mark these. This will be number 1. I think I got a 1 on it. All right, very good. Asphronemus. Not an aggressive fish at all, but a fish that gets very large. So large that you really cannot keep it with much of anything else. It's just too big. I have little ones. They're about 2 to 3 inches. So they're kind of babies. They're still very small. I have albino I have white, and I have the common. So I've got 3 varieties of it. I don't expect all of them to live. I've lost one. They're very difficult to keep when they're small. As they get bigger, they become much easier to be able to keep. Right now, they're mixed in with rainbows and with some South American cichlids. They're not really big enough yet to be able to set them up on their own, but they will be. If I'm able to keep them going in time, they will. They are for sale. I have not put them up on the list yet, but I will do so. So I will, I'll make sure that they are available. We'll be selling them by the piece, one at a time. Don't know what the price is going to be yet. I have to look at that. But Dre, there is no giant chocolate. I don't believe giant chocolate gourami. I don't think so. I could be wrong about that. There is chocolate gourami. There's a chocolate cichlid.
Yeah, I think that's
There's
it.
a small chocolate gourami. A large chocolate. My brain's not clicking on that. And maybe such a thing exists. But if it does, I can't bring it to mind. Let's see. Large chocolate gourami. There's a chocolate species profile. No, those are small. The chocolate gourami is a little fish. Why is my hornwort dropping all its leaves, its needles? Well, why do plants do that? Why do plants drop their leaves? You know, I never really thought about why they drop their leaves. Why do plants drop their leaves? Generally, it's a lack of nutrient, or it's like a pH imbalance, like a very acidic water, for example. Many plants cannot live in highly acidic water. So that would cause a plant to drop its leaves if the water became acidic, or if it lacked any nutrient such that it could not sustain itself, and it would tend to die back from its extremities. The leaves are its extremities. The heart of the plant is the trunk, the roots, and the crown, the where the roots are growing. So it'll dive back to there, and that'll be the last part living after it's dying off for lack of nutrient or a bad environment. It'll die back to there. Now, clearly, that's not true with stem plants because they don't have a root ball as such. They have roots coming out of all the nodes. But any plant that has a root ball has a crown, in effect, and that's what it dies back to. So the leaves are extraneous to it. The leaves are actually replaceable. The leaves on trees or any kind of plant is something lives for a while and then it grows new leaves. So it's constantly growing new leaves because leaves wear out. they become incapable of continuing to do their job. They literally, like a machine part, they wear out and the plant needs to grow new ones. If it is a flourishing plant, then the new leaves will be bigger and stronger than the old leaves. If it is the opposite, if it is a struggling plant, then the new leaves will be smaller than the old leaves. So you can tell the condition of the plant by looking at the new leaves, whether they're getting taller and bigger than the old leaves or smaller, as to what its general health is. Lighting is part of that. Obviously, if there's not adequate light, eventually the plant will drop its leaves. If it's not adequate nutrient, or if the pH, if it's very acidic water, it'll drop its leaves. So those are some reasons.
Mhm.
Cornwall, fish family, nice to see you. ZXNR. Water too hot, that'll work. That'll do it. If the water gets too hot, it'll drop leaves. It'll cook off. I mean, point of fact, if it's a bit too warm, the whole thing will just melt. I can order fish for Japan, but not father fish. From Japan?
I'm not sure.
I am selling fish. I don't know. Where are you located, ZX? I'm shipping throughout the U.S. and territories.
Mhm.
Oh, Jonathan has white cloud minnow babies.
Oh, nice.
Golly. Well, that's very nice. Grow them out.
Mhm.
Do you have? Are they eating? Are they thriving? I'd like to see them. If you want to come up and show them to us, it'd be fun to see the
Yeah,
white
it
cloud
would.
minnow babies. That's very nice. I'd like to know how you did it.
Yeah.
Father fish salad, you betcha. Water was crazy hard. Hornmark did better when I started using RO. Stan Pittman, a more neutral water. And Stan's getting out of jail. Happy to hear it. Oh, just, yeah, John's coming up. Wonderful. That'd be fun.
Mhm.
Who favorite YouTube celebrity couple? I see. This is a father-daughter couple here.
Yep.
A plant melt. Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah, it will.
Absolutely. Generally, hard water is not a problem for plants, but plants like hornwort, which are a more like a pond plant,
Yeah.
could have a problem with brackish water or very hard water. Plants like sword plants and Vallisneria, they're really a brackish plant. There are a lot of plants that are popular in the hobby that grow in brackish water.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, that's not heavy brackish, it's light brackish.
Mhm.
In other words, they're not going to grow in water that's marginally salt water, but they will grow in water that is that has a few parts of salt per gallon, I guess. Like up to point 10, I think.
Oh no, that's good to know. I may be able to use some of those in my Oopa Oola shrimp tank then. I think it's at 0.8, I think. I'd have to check it again to make sure. But I know it's under 10.
Yeah, I would try that.
Yeah.
Kristen wants to look at your tank, Dina. Can you move your camera?
Actually, I've been working on something. I may be able to get on StreamYard on my phone and show off my tank.
Oh, good. Let's
It's gonna
try to
take me
do
a
that.
second to get it where it
That'll
needs
be
to.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Erie, they threw the key away. Oh, dear. We have lost Erie for the duration.
What happened to Erie?
I don't know. He hadn't been around a while. Apparently, he's been locked up. I don't know.
Oh no. I hope they're
I,
joking.
I hope I am too. I have no idea. I hope he's all right, actually.
Yeah. Because it's been a while since we've heard from him.
Fish family, egg crate for the $1 super chat. All right. What are we talking about? Oh, there we are. Where is it? Is that it? Where is it?
Not logging in. I'm not sure what's going on with my phone. I'm gonna go steal my husband's phone and then get on show my tanks off. I'll be right back, you guys.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place. No wonder. All right, let's try this one more time here. There we go. The egg crate. Let's see. Pretty late in Ireland. Yeah, I'm sure of it. We need a question from the egg crate. Matthew plowed and got some soil and sand. Then I went into the woods and got some hardwood stump wood, going to get my plants from you, and let it run with filter for a couple of months before fish. Don't do that. Go ahead and put a few fish in right away. It'll make it a lot easier for it to be able to balance. You need something producing CO2 and ammonia, and that's what the fish will do. So you're not helping yourself by not putting fish in early, but just a few. You don't need many, just a few. CX90R saw a pink ghost. I see. And Jonathan said StreamYard's not working.
Yeah, I was wondering, Max. I went and got my husband's phone and I tried logging in with his YouTube account and it's not working. So I thought it was just my phone.
Somebody's saying the same thing. Their StreamYard's not working on their phone. We just got a comment to that effect from Matthew. No, from who? I don't remember. Let's see. Jonathan Wankier is here.
Hey, he got it to work.
Jonathan, have you got a camera or you just gonna talk to us?
Let's see if I could get the camera working, Father Fish. It's not working.
Oh dear.
It looks like StreamYard might be having a little bit of technical difficulties.
Maybe that's it.
Allow me to leave. Let me try to work this out. One moment.
Hey,
Not popping out. Let's see. Some Sorrow Polaris. Here's 3G. 3G is up.
Yeah, I just was gonna come up and see if I could get up.
Well, yeah, you got up.
Yep, you did it. Oh, I love that tank.
Let's see. Here's Skelts.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's
Hold up.
Great.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, hold on. I don't know. I was going to jump in that fast. Here's this.
Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Don't turn sideways. Oh. It's
Thinking of
about a
work time.
year old now or so.
Pardon?
It's a year old or so now. This tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just lately, I've been getting a lot of
Oh, look at
side
these guys.
right here. So I got to get rid of some.
Electric fluid carrots. Yeah.
So you got to get rid of that. Just recently, the past few months, I've been getting a cyana right there at the front.
Oh, yeah. It's
This
rarely a real problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily it's low. It's not taking over.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
good.
you need more plants.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lack of adequate plants.
I kind of let this one go a little bit, and quite a bit died back, but
Right.
everything working its way back.
Kind of dried back. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's a nice. Do you have a pair of Acaras? That was the other tank. The electric blues. What is that? Do you know?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is mine.
Look at those guys.
Wow.
Yeah, the color.
Yeah. The Acara is just the most stunning fish.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I love them. The personality is great on them.
Yeah.
I love the plants that you've got in the background,
Thank you, thank you.
especially coming up from the tank. That's beautiful.
Yeah, they're all growing in the tank.
Oh, nice.
Oh, awesome. I
Right.
was thinking they were, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, all of the roots go straight inside.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I just used Nubius to help hide the roots a bit.
Okay. And they're coming in from
Yeah.
the back. You've got it covered with
Yeah.
a slot in the back. That's cool.
That is. That's
That's
ingenious.
a nice way to do it.
Yeah, help hide it all.
Right. Well, it allows you to control evaporation a little better too.
Yeah.
That as well.
A little better. The plants are pulling lots of moisture out, but nice.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Like it. That's a nice tank.
Appreciate it. I've added some sand over time too, just to help thicken up
Right.
from the dirt.
Yeah. 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 You know, that's one of the secrets to maintaining these systems is to periodically add small amounts of sand as the substrate builds up. It wants to become deeper, and you need to add sand to be able to compensate for that by giving the mulm a place to settle in and
Yeah,
become
yeah.
soil.
I've noticed that helped a little bit more.
Yeah, it never very much, but you know, a quarter of an inch every 3 to 6 months or so. Half an inch a year, probably.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but it does make a difference.
Yeah. I'll try to add a little bit more to help cover the cyano, hopefully keep it under, but you just got to scrape it a little more, add a little more sand to tuck
Yeah,
it under.
it comes up anyway.
Yeah. Like I
But
said,
more,
I've been moving quick though, so
yeah, more plants control it. It's really a function of excess nitrates,
yeah, I
and
figured.
more plants control that. So that really is the key to it.
Yeah, I've had a lot of val that I was trying to grow in the back that just doesn't really work well in my water parameters.
Oh, that's odd.
So I've been regrowing, adding some other plants in the back. So I have
Yeah.
some background. But I was hoping to have a bunch of val, but it always grew slow or just didn't really grow.
What's your pH? Do you know?
My pH to start with is like in the high mid eights,
Mm-hmm.
and my hardness is around in like the 200s, the 300s.
Gee, it
But
should be fine. That's
yeah,
unusual for
I've
Val
been
not to grow in that environment.
I've been
Yeah, that is
adding
strange.
doing little
Sword.
water changes to add RO to help drop the
How's the sword
TDS.
doing?
Doing great. It's been there for a while. Sometimes it gets too much light, so the starts to take over and die off, but it's always growing new.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Same thing with this. And I like this sword as well. It stays skinny and sharp versus round and wide.
right, right.
The crypts right here have always been struggling though. It's just a regular Wenti green.
Yeah, you're not getting the kind of growth.
Yeah, I have. Sometimes it does, or it did for a little while, and then the crypts just start slowly disappearing. It
Huh.
keeps
That's
growing, but it's not staying full,
Right, right. Yeah, I see that.
which that I don't quite understand. I don't know if the light's too bright for it.
What's in your substrate?
The exact setup you you're making your videos. Peat
Okay,
moss, compost, your little powder for the long-term nutrients.
okay.
So the exact same setup how you
Huh.
playing.
How long has it been set up?
I think since October of last year, so almost a year.
About a year.
Yeah.
And you have added a little more sand.
Yes. I've done that like a couple months ago.
Yeah, it looks like it's struggling. It's not dying. It's
Yeah.
not going backwards, but it's not really exploding with life.
Yeah, exactly.
How often do you do water changes?
Uh, I don't know, like uh, once a month or 2 months or so, just to help get some of the detritus out, because sometimes it gets too heavy, and I noticed that should help blocking a lot of the plants and getting them dirty.
So you wind up basically cleaning the bottom.
Yeah, it's sometimes like 2 to 3 months, sometimes every
So
month.
what's that, about 10% water change?
Yeah, I only do maybe about 5 gallons out of the 40, so
Mhm.
not much. And I always fill it up with RO water, like I said, to help drop my
I
TDS.
would stop doing that. Go back to the mineralized, to your regular water. The plants need the minerals in it.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
still like high hundreds though.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't drop it too low.
Yeah. Um, Try doing about a 30% water change and put your tap water back in it
All right, I'll see what that does.
and see what it does. Yeah. It's not going to kill anything, and it might trigger it to generate plant growth.
Gotcha. I tried lowering the TH slowly by adding like doing the water changes and RO water to help get certain fish to breed, just because I know my
Right,
pH
right.
are high. So that's why I've been doing that. But
Okay. So have the Acara spawned?
no, she's still pretty small for like her size, as you see. So
Yeah,
I
it
think
takes a
she's,
while for them to get the notion. She is
yeah,
a little small yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
Beautiful.
used to be the size of her, and I've had him for
Right,
like 6 months.
right.
So he's
Uh,
pretty chunky.
so he's really jumping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they do. I've got a pair like that. The male really jumped up.
He was the biggest out of the bunch when I got him from the shop. He had like 20 of them or so.
Huh.
So I was able to choose the best ones out of
So
all.
he was he was the giant.
Yeah, yeah. And it shows from the different sizes.
Right. Now you're not losing fish in there, are you?
Yeah, so I just got these uh dwarf neons not that long ago, which are rainbow fish.
Yeah.
And I got 10 of them, and over a couple of days I've lost 5.
But they're brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's their that's their inability to cope with that environment. And very likely they came in struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more likely than not it's not your problem.
Yeah, I didn't figure so.
Yeah,
And I try to acclimate the water as well. So every few minutes, I just scoop some water into the bag to help them transition a lot smoother. But
sure.
a few are,
Well, yeah, that's a difficult process. Generally, if fish are going to die, it'll happen in the first week or so.
yeah, which,
And it's usually because of the way they have been handled coming to you, and really not because of your tank.
yeah, I figured that.
The
Right.
tank above, everyone's curious. Is that a yellow pleco? Everybody's kind of talking in the chat, trying to figure out what the little yellow fish is that keeps
Oh, the
staying on the wood.
Pandagara.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Is that the one, guys?
I have 3 of them in here. Here's another one.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. That's a unique fish.
Yeah, they call them Pandagara.
That's
Quite beautiful.
All right.
Yeah, those are pretty.
They're a climber. They can actually climb out of the tank.
Yes, yes.
Wow,
I've had them for probably over 6 months now, and I've never seen one on the ground.
that's good.
Oh, yeah,
And
I don't think it's all that common.
I do keep the water level fairly low.
Mhm.
Like it's not too high.
Right, right.
Yeah, I
And
have a tendency to do
hopefully,
that too.
But they could easily come up those plants if they took a
oh yes,
notion to
yeah.
do it. Yeah.
I never knew there
Huh.
was fish that could climb out of the tank. My mind's
Well,
blown.
there's several actually. The climbing perch is another one. That's another type of gourami.
Yeah, that's really
But
interesting.
those Pandagara is a neat little animal.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I've
Yeah,
had
that's a pretty fish.
I think 2 males before, but over time they passed away, and I think I have 3 females because they're fairly chunky now. But I used to see them tussle and do little circles in the grass. It was quite cute to watch.
Huh.
They'll leave like a little pit just tussling around.
Yeah, I don't think I have any right now. I need to get some.
They really are good cleaners,
So
though.
it's a good cleaner. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah.
And every time I'm doing water change, they're trying to clean my hands as well.
Mhm.
Pandagara, right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stan is talking about very high KH water. Like he said, his is like 800 or something. Yeah, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was in like the mid 4s until I finally bought a KH meter, and then after that I start using RO to refill just to not so the water doesn't become more hard. So that's why I started using the RO as well to refill without adding more minerals into it.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot because when you do that, you're changing your water parameters, and so you wind up with an instability over time.
I test the pH every now and then. It's around like high 7, 7, 8 now, but the couple of times I have tested, I don't see it fluctuating. Because again, I still have minerals in it as well. Still,
Right, right. I
Yeah, I've
said
got a tank that runs by that too.
mine is 8.0 pretty much all the time.
Gotcha.
And then
Yeah, mine
Back.
can run from 8.0 all the way up to 9. So
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, I've got one that wants to be at 9. So
Jeez. All right.
really.
I'll try doing another water change and add more
If,
minutes.
yeah, see if it makes a difference. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it'll turn it around, get you jumping up.
yeah.
My
Thank you
board.
so much. I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah. No problem. Thank you.
Take care.
See ya.
Okay, Vanita is here.
Oh, cool.
Let's get Vanita up here. Whoop, right there. Hi, Vanita.
Hi, Father Fish. Hi, Dina.
Hi.
This isn't the prettiest of our tanks. This is like our overflow tank. We set it up for plants the Father Fish way, and it has kind of become our bully tank.
Oh, right.
So when we've got a fish that's getting too aggressive with others, we put it in here for a few days. But the reason I'm showing you is this is my third beta, if you can see him. This is Blaze that I have saved from the pet stores.
Oh, my.
I've saved 5 so far.
Wow.
And this one, well, I don't know if, can you see him? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
Blaze,
there he comes.
Samurai Beta.
Yeah.
And he's just started getting red on his bottom
Oh, nice. Yeah, I see
fin
that.
out there. So, yeah, but he's got a big blaze on the top of his head. And I think him and the Molly are confused
I think so.
because they seem to, they're best friends.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
That's funny.
but we just keep him. I bought him, and he wasn't supposed to go in this tank. I was going to put him in his own tank, but I didn't have it set up, and then I didn't have the heart to take him out of a 10-gallon and put him in a 2-gallon. So here he sits, and he might go in the 55 one of these days.
Yeah, he looks happy enough.
He is, yeah, so far. So as long as he gets fed and...
Do you think it's a female?
No, it's a male. Definitely a male.
Okay.
Yeah, the black is a Molly, and I think the two
Right.
of them, either one thinks that the other thinks it's a Molly, or the other thinks it's a beta. I'm not sure.
Right. Exactly.
But he has somebody to play with, and
Species confusion, right?
yeah, that's what I think. So
Well, funny.
yeah, but I just wanted to come on and show you. Next week I'll show you our angelfish, baby angels with the daddy in it.
Oh, great.
Yeah. But thank you for having me on.
Well, thank you so much, Vanita. Nice to have you.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now.
You're welcome.
You bet. All right.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to fix that.
Now we're going to get feedback. Turn the volume off on your phone
Okay.
if you can. And we got you.
Okay. Does that work? Trying to figure out how to get this where there's not feedback.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
You have to be away from the computer.
Oh, I got you. All right, let's see if we can get this. Yep. Now maybe it'll work.
There we go.
All right. This is what I thought was a 65-gallon, not. It's a 40-gallon breeder. Had to do the measurements on it over store. But these are my fish. We've got Ember Tetra, Cory cats, somewhere coolie loaches, but they want to hide. They just love hiding. And then we've got the green neon tetras, a lot of guppies, and some diamond tetras. And that's this tank. Now in this tank, we have LRB's rice fish. They're very difficult to catch, so I've only managed to get 3 in here. But that's that tank, which I'm still working on. I got the water level a little bit low because I'm doing an experiment with growing plants out the top. So we're going to see how that works out. Then I've got my green water tank, which has more of LRB's rice fish and a bunch of the fire engine red cherry shrimp. And these are green deliberately because I'm wanting them to produce fry, and I want the fry to just be able to eat right away. And then my guppy tank, which that's where all my baby guppies go for them to grow out. It just makes it easier. The green water, they love eating it. It just makes it easy and simple. Got a little bit of Sagittarius in there, but that's about it. Then this is my work in progress, my beautiful disaster, because the tank started bowing, so it turned into a paludarium for baby turtles. Now the baby turtles aren't in there just yet because I want to get the land mass all the way built. Got some picture plants from my brother. Got a little bit more stuff to do. I want to hide the barrier, get that fixed. But this has turned into a scud bucket because I have a good layer of mulch, nice little worms, a bunch of ram's horn snails, and there's probably over 200 scuds in here, but you can't really see it unless you go to digging around in there with your hands, and then they go everywhere. But when it gets done, it's going to be an amazing holiday. Got baby turtles in here, but I don't think we're going to be able to see them because I've got them where they've got duckweed everywhere. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. I've still got a lot more work to do, but I hope everybody enjoyed the tour. Let me get this set back up over here. I'm not sure how to get myself back on screen. I'll just do it this way. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I'm still work in progress. But once it gets done, it'll be done. Thanks, yeah. Went back to the computer. Let's see what we got. Still on the phone. Here, let me turn it off on the phone. There. I think I've got it fixed now. Yeah, I've still got a lot of work to do on the paludarium. I'm looking forward to getting it really set up because I want it to be an enclosure. Since these are eastern musk turtles, they don't get very large. The male gets 3 inches. The female can get up to 5 inches. So I want them to be able to breed in there and actually reproduce and just live out their natural life cycle. Just a lot of work trying to get everything set up because I've never built a paludarium. But it's been fun, and I've had a lot of fun with it. It's went through a lot of changes, and keeps going through changes. Hey, Father Fish is back.
All right. I'm looking at some fish here, and I don't want to do the impossible. Let me just try to get something. Well, all right. I'll do this. Another oddball fish. Let's see. Let me see what we're giving away here first. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay, here's another like what we just had. Another. This is a mixed stem plant. That's baby tears right in front there, and then a bunch of other stem plants. This is a mixed bag. It's not a 16 bag. It's about a 10 bag. When we count out, at the end of the count, there's always more of something than other things. So we put those together in these special packs. So you don't get the full mix, but you get the same quality plant. And there are about 10 in here. So this is another giveaway. Stem plant pack. There's at least one red plant in here. Oh no, there are 2. There are at least 2 reds plus baby tears. It's a nice selection. The fish is another big one. And that's all I'm going to say. It's
Is it one
another
you
big,
have?
it's another big one. It's one I have. Yes.
Okay.
And these are all fish I'm picking that I have in stock. I may not have mentioned it. I think I probably have. And I'll give a hint in a minute, but let's start getting some guesses first. It is a fish that becomes large. And the one I have is small. It's about 3 inches, maybe 3 inches, maybe just. So it's kind of a baby. And we have Severum Oscar, Pirate, Severum, Flower Horn, Pleco, Severum. It is not a cichlid. That'll be the first hint. It is
It's not what I
a
thought it was
cichlid.
then. I was thinking of cichlid.
Right. No, not a cichlid, not a shark.
Got some people saying, could it be a pacu?
Not a catfish. It is not a pacu, not a clown knife, not a silver dollar. All really good guesses. A biker, not a biker. A bala, not a bala. Silver dollar, no. Arowana, there it is. It is which one? There are 4 or 5 different arowanas. Let's come up with the species of arowana. It is an arowana. What species of arowana is it? That should be an easy one. Silver, says Bashir. Absolutely right. And Christian right behind him, and Direwolf right behind him. So we have 3 winners back to back. And I think I've got 3 packs here. 1, 2. Yep, here's 2 more. So we have 3 packs. Now, what? In order to claim your winner, you need to send an email to Father Fish Aquariums with an S. Aquariums with an S. Father Fish Aquariums at gmail.com. Mention arowana, include your name and your address, and we will send these out to you. We'll send them out tomorrow. You'll get them maybe Saturday, and if you're not lucky, the following Monday.
Yeah.
Again, these are if you get one that's got a bunch in it that or a little pack, there are a bunch of bunches in here. This one has at least a dozen bunches, and you may get one that has a bunch that's melted. If you do, we're not going to replace that. These are not guarantees. These are free. You're not paying for them. You get what you get, but it's going to be a bunch of nice plants. If it is a little melted, put it in the water anyway. It probably will come back unless the stems are soft. If the stems are soft, it won't. But if the stems are firm, then just put it in the water. Sometimes the leaves will wilt and the plant will still be fine. So, all right, that takes care of 4 of the, it'll have 6 or 7. 7. I got 3 more here. So we're going to do this one more time. 2 more times, maybe 3 more times. Oh, whatever.
But yeah, in my
Goodbye.
experience with the remnant packs that I ordered, there was a few that was melted. I just threw them in a bucket, the ones that was melted, just in a bucket. Left them, now they've grown back. So the melted plants, you guys don't discard them. Because I've ordered the remnant pack deliberately because it's the leftovers. You might have some that might go bad. They come back.
Yeah, they generally, as I'm fond of saying, The leaves on a plant are disposable.
Yes.
The leaves are not the plant, they are the disposable part of the plant. In a sense, the least important part of the plant.
Mhm.
I mean, they're important for the job they do, but they are not important for this for the life of the plant.
Yeah.
They don't. They well, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I'm sure you understand what I
Oh
mean.
yeah, I know
They're
what you
not
mean.
like a root and a stem
Mhm.
and a crown. If the root is still white on a vallisneria, if the leaves are melted and the root is white,
Mhm.
then that plant is going to come back. Um, we will often replace them, even knowing that, just to kind of keep people satisfied. But the reality is, anyone who knows plants knows that the fact that the leaves are mushy does not mean that the plant is dead.
So
It's
true.
not until the roots turn brown and the crown turns mushy, then it's dead. So long as the roots are white and the crown is firm, it will continue to grow and it'll make new leaves. In point of fact, many plants, we've been talking about crypts tonight. Cryptococcine is a plant that's infamous for dropping all its leaves when it's planted. And very often it'll do that, and there won't be any leaves at all for months,
Wow.
literally 2 or 3 months or more. And then all of a sudden a shoot will come up. That plant has been putting down roots and building its foundation literally for months.
Mhm.
So when it starts to grow, then it really jumps up because it has the strength to be able to produce a lot of leaf.
Mhm. Victor C's got a question for you, Father Fish. When you
Sure.
studied photosynthesis, is the study different for fish aquariums?
I don't understand the question.
I think what he's asking is does photosynthesis work different for a fish aquarium and aquatic plants than what it does for terrestrial plants?
Not at all.
Yeah, I was thinking it would work the same, but wasn't 100% sure.
Well, the chemistry is the same.
Mhm.
The specifics may be unique because the light is different.
Mhm.
You know, an LED, an electric light, is not the same as the sun.
Very true.
So there will be that difference,
Mhm.
but but the process is certainly identical. The process of photosynthesis,
Mhm.
it may occur at a slower rate or at a at a varied rate, but
Mhm.
no, I wouldn't say so. Let me talk to one of my botanists about this.
Yeah.
It's a really good question. I'm guessing that the differences would be on the edges and not in the main structure,
Yeah.
but let's look into that. We can find out more about that. That'll be one that goes on the list.
Yeah. That'd be
Mark
cool.
wants to know if Dina has her own channel.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she has her own YouTube
Yeah.
channel. That's right.
I mean,
Post your link.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we haven't got you to 1,000 yet.
Not yet. I made it to 700 though, which is
Well,
pretty
we're
good.
getting there. We need to get you to 1,000. So yeah, post your link. Let's get anyone who's not subscribed to Dina's channel. Please do so tonight. Let's get her another 20 or 30 or 40.
Yeah, that would be
We
great.
got
Thanks.
66 people here. If half of you are not subscribed to her channel, please do so. She just posted the link. Just get over there and subscribe. I'm already subscribed. Have I got the old button on? Psycho Plant Lady,
Yeah, I'm
who is
working on it
now
differently.
live, right? And we go live on her channel
Mhm.
as well as mine simultaneously. Let's see. Empire of Dirt Aquatics. Jeff Kane, nice to have you here. Is there anybody here who's not? We don't have any newbies here. Oh, yeah, there's one. Soul Power. Get you a wrench. Now, keep in mind, if you do not have a wrench and I give you one, you need to be subscribed in order to keep it. Otherwise, when you come back, it won't be there anymore. So, Soul Power, I've just given you a wrench, which will come up soon. If you're not subscribed to Father Fish channel, please do so that you can keep your wrench.
Absolutely. And on my stream, somebody asked a really good question. Mark Kevin wants to know what's the longest that someone has had a dirted tank? Anyone past 30 years? So, I don't know what would be the first dirted tank. I know yours is definitely up there.
Yeah, 24. I'm
Mhm.
sure there's some 50. I'm not personally aware of any, but this has been around
Yeah, for a
for a
while.
very long time. A very long time. So I would not be surprised. Chris Phelps just gave a sub to Dina, and
Dang.
Father Fish is giving you a wrench, and Dina can give you a wrench too if you're
Yeah.
over on her channel. You can watch this on either of their channels.
Mhm.
What you won't be able to see is the comments on the other channel.
Mhm.
Um, Branton loves that I'm bringing the beard back. Yeah, the beard is back. Too many people liked it, and I finally got to the place where I saw enough pictures with the beard that I liked.
Mhm.
I mean, the problem is it's easy for it to be unkempt, and part of that is letting the hair grow too long. So I plan to keep the hair short. I'm not going to grow it long. Um, and I'm not going to grow the beard real long either. Probably double what it is now, like 3 to 4 inches, I think. So it's a full beard, but
Yeah.
not one down to my chest. Beard Watch 2024.
Cornwall got me tickled. He's like, I prefer Dino with the beard.
No, you don't. She got a beard growing on her head,
Yeah, this is my beard.
a head beard, right?
Yeah, it's a head beard.
Oh, Beto Apistos do wonderfully in a dirted tank. They absolutely love it. Any fish does because it's natural,
Mhm.
particularly if there are plants growing in it. It's just a very natural way to keep fish. Bob says the aquarium hobby was co-opted by shrewd businessmen to convince the masses they need their products or everything will die. They sold fear, always works. Amen to that. It's
Yeah.
absolutely true.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely true. And it really didn't start out that way. I mean, I think of Merle Cohen. Merle was the first one who began developing medications specifically for the hobby. Quick Cure was one of the very first, and he invented that. But he did not invent it as a way of changing the conditions of the tank. He invented it as a way to kill ick before we understood the life cycle of ick and knew that raising the temperature would simply kill the ick. Once that became clear, there still are those who insist on selling medication for ick, but it frankly is less effective than simply raising the temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say one more thing about that. There's been some discussion about species of ick that are not sensitive to temperature. And there's been some research by microbiologists who are verifying species. And I dare say it's true. What is curious to me is that it is not showing up in the hobby. What is showing up, and I've had a few bouts of this, is odinium, which looks similar to ick. The difference is ick is spots, irregular white spots. And by irregular, I mean it's not like dusting powder. They're larger. They're not the size of a rice grain. They're much smaller than that, but larger than dust powder. And they are roughly irregular in shape. And that's because they are actually the waste forming at the opening that the parasite has made when it burrows into the fish. It is eating the fluids of the fish and creating waste, which comes out to the opening. It is created into the fish and it hardens at that opening and forms a kind of crust, which is the white spot that we're all familiar
Yeah.
with. So the white spot is the sign that there is a parasite in the fish.
So it's the
That is
sign, but
very,
it's not the parasite?
it's not the
That's
parasite.
wow.
That's right. The parasite is inside the fish.
Mm-hmm.
Now, by increasing the temperature, the parasite, which is a cold water parasite,
Mm-hmm.
in other words, it's a North American invasive, if you will, that is entering the bodies of tropical fish. So it does not exist in the Amazon. It does not exist in the habitat that is native to these fish. It exists in water here in the US and I dare say in other temperate zones around the earth. These microblasta, microfauna, exist everywhere on earth in the particular strata, environmental strata or temperate zone that they're found in. And it's a fairly wide temperate zone. In some cases, it's a universal temperate zone. So the same paramecium occurs globally. Paramecium is paramecium. There are not multiple species of paramecium. The paramecium is a global species, if you will. The ick parasite occurs in a specific temperate zone and not outside that zone because it is temperature sensitive, sensitive to warm temperatures. So by raising the temperature, it becomes it doesn't die, doesn't kill it, but it becomes immobile. It becomes like in a stupor. It stops functioning. And so it backs out of the fish and drops into the substrate to wait out this temperature issue. And if the temperature remains at that same level for more than 4 days, the parasite dies. It has to eat in essentially 4-day increments in order to be able to sustain itself. If it goes without nutrient for 4 days, it dies. So by keeping the temperature elevated for 4 days, you effectively kill the parasite.
That's way
That's
better than any
why if
chemical
you drop
treatment.
that's why if it drops off and you say, oh, it's gone, look, it's gone. It's only been 2 days and it's gone. And you bring the temperature back down and it comes right back up again. But it'll come up harder because it'll be closer to spawning. It'll drop a clutch and they'll come on a day later. And all of a sudden, you've got 100 times more than you had 2 days earlier.
Yeah,
And then you're in real trouble.
absolutely. Yeah.
That's when you start losing them. So,
It is.
so you want to keep that temperature up there for 4 days to make sure you kill it, and then drop it down to 82 or 83. Don't drop it all the way back down. That way, if you're close and you still see one or two coming back on it, you can bring it right back up again pretty easily. So you want to be somewhat careful with this. It's an extremely destructive parasite.
Yeah, it is.
However, by maintaining an aquarium with a wide diversity of biological microfauna, you are maintaining a population of parasites. 50% of all microfauna and macrofauna are parasitic, but they're parasitizing each other primarily. They're not going after big, huge things. They're going after little, tiny things. So the baby egg, when they hatch out of the egg, are immediately attacked by other parasites, and very few of them escape.
That's
One or
awesome.
two might escape, and they'll find a host and get in quickly, and you'll see a spot, but you may not see a second spot. I never do anything until I see the second spot. Just one, I don't do anything. 2 spots, I'm on it.
Yeah. And you set the temperature to 86, right?
86, yeah, minimum. 87 is probably safer. A pumpkin seed be too big for a 20 tall. It depends what else is in there. I mean, if you're keeping like 2 or 3 pumpkin seeds, pretty good size. I mean, 6 to 8 inches. If you got them small, you can do it. Once they get 6 to 8 inches, then it's really problematic. That's not a very big tank, a 20 tall. a 20 wide, a 20 long, you could do 2 or 3 of them. That would not be a problem. Once they get decent size, I think a 20 tall would be a little tight for them. Nice fish, really nice fish. Pumpkin seed is probably, all of the species of sunfish are probably some of the most beautiful fish in that there are anywhere. I mean, they rival rainbows for
I
the
don't think I've
for
seen
the
one.
for the color diversity.
Yeah,
Well, you look up online
yeah.
sunfish sometime and just look at the variety. It's really, really pretty amazing. Matthew, thank you for the super chat. And we had an earlier one I didn't mention from Bob S. Thank you also for the super chat, Bob. And we'll pop that one back up for a minute. We had it up earlier. And then we had a $9.99 from Christian B thanking us for our generosity. Thank you, Christian. So some very nice gifts, kind of back to back to back. We certainly appreciate it, and it certainly does help us out. Let's see. So Matthew Plowden is the more recent one. Super Chat Wars. Love it. Nice. Never share. What about garlic? What garlic does is basically kill bacteria.
Mhm.
And there is the potential for bacterial infection in the wound that is created by the parasite. Now, that's really what the fish's slime coat is all about, is preventing bacterial infection. Generally, a bacterial infection will occur at a given site, a wound, an injury, something like that. And suddenly you'll see, what you'll see is fungus. And when you see fungus, you know there's an underlying bacterial infection. Bacteria attacks live tissue. Fungus does not. Fungus breaks down dead tissue. And here's a Bob saying, "You are welcome." Thank you, Bob, so very much. That's very, very kind and very generous of you. Certainly appreciate that. You know, and here we go. Adam just got on the bandwagon here.
Yeah, you did.
Trump Americans, he said. God bless you, Adam. I am beside myself over this election. I can't talk about it. I can't think about it.
Yeah.
I decided I'm gonna vote on election day because that's traditional. And I may not even watch the results that night.
Yeah,
I
I don't
may just,
blame you. I
you
wouldn't
know,
watch it if I
I
was you.
just I don't think my heart can take it,
No,
frankly.
I don't blame you.
You know, I just will struggle with the consequences if we need to when it's clear what the powers that be are
Yeah.
going to tolerate. Deborah Shear says, "Not the place to put down women." There is not a soul here doing that. Not one, Deborah. Not one. Not one soul is putting down women. Not one. Do not misunderstand or misrepresent that. It is a lie born in hell. It is not true. It is not. And I stake my life on that. I will die for that. I know it is not true. I know it is a lie. as well as I know my Lord and Savior. Lost my internet and just got a new keyboard, says Tony. We're somehow quick. Oh my goodness. Bob S. Trump, baby, Trump, we need them grassroots. $30 super chat. You go, Bob. Bob is buying it tonight. God bless you, Bob. Thank you so much. Everyone, no matter who wins, we're all one nation. So long as our Constitution stands. Amen to that. And we may need to be standing up for the Constitution. God knows. Let's see. Bashir says, can floating plants like duckweed or water lettuce replace stem plants in a fatherfish aquarium?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's a really, really good question. And the answer is yes. Although I would not say replace, although water lettuce will put down roots that go pretty deep and that will reach the substrate. Many floating plants will send down root systems if there's no other challenge that will reach the substrate where they will begin to grow in the substrate and take up nutrients from the substrate. So that's absolutely true. So yes, in that sense, they certainly can take the place of other plants. Stem plants are a good case in point because stem plants will live in the water column without putting roots in the substrate. Tony is Snook, a brand new member. Tony has just joined the Father Fish team. Tony's been on the team for a long time.
Yes,
So
yeah.
she absolutely has, and is a member in good standing. Thank you, Tony. Hearts to you. Stan Pittman. Stan says, make America great again, again. Amen to that, Stan. God bless you, Stan. God bless you. You guys are bolstering my heart. Tony lost her membership. Oh, well, so happy to have you back, Tony. And thank you, Stan, for the super chat. Let's see. Beto says, if you had to use a single plant species, what would it be? Wow. Well, I do have some tanks that have single plant species, and they've kind of decided that all by themselves. They tend to be Vallisneria, curiously. Vallisneria has a way of becoming the dominant plant in a tank. It sends out runners that will eventually choke out everything else. So you really can wind up that way. Tony says Trump all the way. We're having a rally here.
Right? Did you see what the king of DIY said?
No.
He said, hey, Pops, what did I walk into? A
A
Trump
Trump
message.
message. That's right.
I'm Canadian and would vote Trump 100%. Obviously, not the place to say these things, but I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Well, amen to that. Nice to see you, Joey. Good to have you here. Yeah, we're having a Trump rally, aren't we? God bless you all. This is what a joy. What and Arm Rooster is now up. Look at this. Look at this. We having us a rally here.
Did I start something? Oops, sorry.
I don't know if you start here. Look at this. Look at this.
Okay, no, here's the question. You sold me this beautiful plant.
Yes.
And then a week ago, this started.
Right.
Oh, this is, you guys, this is 3 feet. There goes Marbles the angelfish. This is 3 feet all the way to the very top of the tank. That's 3 feet. Is that a lily pad? What did that thing grow?
Yes, it is. And you need to break it off.
Really?
Why is that?
Because it's going to grow more, and all of those pretty leaves at the bottom will go away. So leave it there
Oh,
until you
yeah.
see a second stalk coming up.
Second one.
And
Oh, wait
when
a
you
minute.
see a second
Wait.
stalk, break off the second stalk.
Now you just solved another mystery because this plant has already grown that one and already has one up there. So you're saying
That's
take the first
different.
one. Oh, that's
No,
different.
that's different. That's another kind of plant. That's a flower. That's a flower. That's not a leaf. That's growing a flower.
Okay, so that one up there,
That's different. Yeah,
that's a flower.
right,
Wow, look at that thing.
That's gonna be
right.
it's gonna
That
be
I'm gonna
neat.
marvel at this stuff. And it
I
grows-
gotta hold on one. I gotta answer Joey here.
Yeah, yeah.
Joey's challenging me because I promised him a collab. He promised me a collab. Was the way I remembered it. I never did it. He never did it. I vote to change his name to Uncle Fish. I vote to change your name to Uncle Joey. Joey, we need to do a collab.
Hey, you can come up if you want.
Yeah, we need to do a collab. Joey and I need to do a collab.
Mhm.
We need to do it on his channel and my channel. We can do it simultaneously. I want to do it. I absolutely do. I think it would be a kick in the head. Let's get together and do that, Joey.
Mhm.
By all means. Happy to have you. Delighted to have you. So, Adam, yeah, that's a flower.
Mhm.
That's a flower, but this is a lily pad.
That's a leaf. That's
Wow.
right. So
grew-
what it is, the
Yeah.
plant is a bog plant. And like most bog plants, its initial leaves are aquatic. And it grows strong enough to be able to get leaves up above the water level or at the water level. Once it does that, then all of the aquatic leaves die off because they're not nearly as productive as the leaves out of the water. It will then send up more and more of those to the point where it will completely cover the surface of the tank.
Wow.
So you don't want them.
No, that is really, thanks
to
for
know.
solving the
Yeah.
mystery.
Leave the one. That's kind of neat. But as you see others come up, break them off or cut them off.
I'll do it. Thanks for solving the mystery of the lily
You
pad.
betcha. That's fun.
Thanks, you guys.
Appreciate it.
All right. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Thanks for coming up, Adam.
Tony, let's see. We have a. Did I get Tony? There's DIY. Where'd it go? Tony, and then Joey. Nice. Lucas was my friend. That Nettie became one of my best friends. Love Lucas. Tons of. That was such a great collab you guys did. It really was wonderful. Can't pop on tonight. A few minutes. Appreciate you getting on. Film it for the next 6 hours. Let's get together, Joe. I really want to do a collab with you. And I need to talk with you. You're one of the few people I think who can help me understand what's going on with my channel. And I really need some insight. So I look forward to talking with you. Bless
Yeah, I
you,
look forward to
Joey.
watching the collab. That's gonna be pretty cool.
That would be fun. That will be fun. We're going to do it. Didn't know he was waiting for me. I thought I didn't know he was waiting for me. I was waiting for him.
That's usually how it goes.
We were both waiting for each other. That's sad.
Yeah.
My bad me, my fault. I should have been the one to reach out. Crazy Uncle Fish, huh? Oh my. Well, that was all very exciting. What time is it? 7:45. We got about 15 minutes. So We ain't dead in the water yet. Everyone has a problem. With StreamYard, it seems. I let my dwarf, Daniel Ingalls, I let my dwarf tiger lotus put up a bunch of lilies. Rainbow fish love swimming in and out from under, and the pads look cool. They do, absolutely. The problem is they can completely block out the light getting into the tank,
Yeah.
and that'll begin affecting all of the other plants in the tank.
Yeah, and that's something with floating plants. You got to stay on top of them if it's something fast growing. Like my water lettuce, I didn't stay on top of it because how bad my teeth was hurting. I lost a few plants from it. Good thing it's a broken plant.
My issue is I really like those leaves that the tiger lotus puts out in the water. They're beautiful leaves. And the problem with the way I have most of my tanks set up, I don't really see the surface of the tank. And so I never see those leaves. Other people who have their tanks open can see them and have the benefit of that, but I simply wind up with the tank becoming dimmer because the leaves are covering more of the surface, and it's like duckweed. You know, it just blocks the light. Heaven's Angel just made it.
Hey, awesome.
Yeah, when you trim them, it won't make more. What it might do if it has already dropped the aquatic leaves, it probably will hibernate for a period of time and then begin growing out again. My tanks got out of control when I had cuts on my arms. Couldn't put my hand in anything. Matthew Plowden has got to go. Drive a cement truck in the morning. That's hard work.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, Matthew. God bless you. Crypts are closing off the lake now. That's extraordinary that you have crypts growing so big that they're blocking the light. That's kind of remarkable. I can't even imagine why that or how that's happening.
Yeah, I've never seen them get that big.
Just notice you made it over 700. You go. Nice.
Thanks, Heaven's Angels. Getting there.
Mink doesn't have a heart to cut him. I know.
3G's got a point. Maybe it's a 10-gallon tank with the crypts, maybe.
Here's Christian.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I just thought I'd come on and show how bad this area has taken over my 60-gallon grow out tank.
Wow.
Oh, my word. Look at this. What do you got? Bettas?
Wow.
Yeah, the bettas.
My word. Look at them.
A couple of young green severums.
Oh, that's incredible. You got 40, 50 of them in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. At least.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do with them?
I'm going to finish growing them out, and then I'm going to try to sell them.
I'll tell you what. I'll buy every one of them.
You've already done that once.
I'm going to do it again. Now, I'll tell you, those are the most beautiful bettas I have ever had.
Yeah, they are.
They are amazing.
That's a great compliment, but I mean, I can't take all the credit. The fish did all the work.
Well, I understand. These look different than those.
Yeah, this is one of the ones from the last batch. There's a couple There's a couple in here from that last batch that I kept. And then the rest of them are a cross between a Dumbo and a really pretty blue placket female.
Oh, nice. Okay. Now, the first ones you sent to me, what was their parentage?
The father was a Galaxy koi, and the mother was a Tangerine koi.
Oh, that's interesting. What is remarkable to me about them is how they are all different from each other.
Yeah, they are. And there's some that were completely different from those. Like this guy here is a solid pink male.
Oh, wow.
I've
Female.
bred a lot of bettas, and I've never had that happen before.
Yeah, I got lucky. But
I think it's amazing.
I've got a father fish planted pack in here, and I've got some plants from a specialty pack.
Yeah.
But the Balasinaria, if you could tell, I've got two Hyger grow lights on here, 6500K, and they're both on full blast right now. And
wow.
I mean, it's completely dark in the back of the tank. And it's starting to get dark on the other side.
Oh yeah. They do fill in, don't they?
Yeah,
they're amazing plants. Yeah.
Some of them are over 6 feet long. I mean, I'll show you from the top of the tank.
I know what you mean. I've had that. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and lift it out. That's amazing. Look at that.
Wow.
They are remarkable.
Yeah,
I've
they
had
are.
that happen. Yeah. Did you get those from me?
I've got some from you, but these I purchased at a fish store local, and I just bought 4 plants.
Huh.
75 full, and this 60 full, and been moving them around and putting them in other tanks. But I mean, they're taking over everything I got.
That's amazing.
I don't
They're
know.
wonderful. Well, when you're ready to prune them or to sell some of the plants, I'll buy some of those from you as well.
Okay, I've got another tank down below that I just set up to grow out some green severums, and it doesn't have a dirted substrate. It's just got sand.
Yeah.
And I had fish in it for about 2 months now, so I added some more sand today, and I've had leaf litter in it, so I took the leaf litter out and put it back on top of the new sand.
Yeah.
No rooted plants or stem plants in it. I've just, except for this hygrophila.
Oh, they'll do fine. Yeah.
I planted a little cutting today, but
look at those severum. They're doing great.
Yeah, they are.
They're greens.
I put that female betta in with them today. She hadn't messed with them yet, so I don't think she will.
I don't think she will, and I don't think they'll mess with her.
But I've got just a Nubius and El Nino fern in here.
Right. Huh. Nice.
But that's pretty much all I got for now. I've got 13 other tanks, but I don't want to take up the whole night showing all.
Well, we need to get you back, Christian, and spend some time with you. You're doing some really remarkable stuff, and I'm just very impressed. So
I give you all the credit. Never had this kind of luck with plants until I started using your dirted substrate and a deep sand bed. And now I can't stop the plants from growing.
That's wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah, looking great. Really great.
I love this little, I think it's a female. If she'll come out, she's got red on her. Most of them don't have any red.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about these bettas too.
Yeah, they're coming out all colors. There's not a single one. There's a couple of the Dumbos that are blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look alike, but most of them are 100% different from each other.
Wow.
That is so
That's
amazing.
exciting stuff.
Are those really as
you
pink in person?
You got to buy her whenever you're ready.
And the Balasinaria are growing so fast, they're pushing each other up out of the water.
I see that. I see that. Look at them. Aren't they stunning? Look at that.
Are.
Look
On
at
camera,
that.
they
Wonderful
look so
fish.
pink, but I've never seen pink
Beautiful
bettas
fish.
before.
What are you feeding? What are you feeding them? What is that? Oh.
It's Aquion Nutra Insect Betta Pellets.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good stuff.
And I'm also
high protein. High protein. Yep.
Yep. And
with a lot of chitin.
I'm also feeding bloodworms and some brine shrimp frozen.
Perfect. 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 Yeah.
Now
well,
this
they sure are showing it. Yeah.
This batch hadn't grown as fast as the first batch. I hope I hadn't done anything wrong to stun them. I tried not
How old? How old are they?
Pardon?
How old are they?
They're about I'd say 3 months.
Well, they're not slow. They're okay. They're what, about half, 3/4 of an inch?
Yes, they're getting close to an inch long.
Yeah, they're doing okay.
And I've been
It's
building.
generally 6 months to maturity, and they're well on their way. They're within 2 months of maturity.
And I got gold laser Cory cats in here too.
Oh wow! Do you know how much they cost anymore?
Yeah, those were $24.99 each. They hurt my wallet.
Scary. I know. I know.
But
Scary.
here lately, I've gotten kind of obsessed with fish and tanks, and I can't stop buying fish and tanks. I told my wife, furniture, pick out your favorite pieces because something's got to go.
Well, I'm going to keep you. I'm going to keep you going.
Yeah, I've got some more that I'm trying to breed. I had a pair of mustard gas, and I had them together for a week.
Wow.
Made a bubble nest, but she never laid eggs. I saw them breeding, but she never dropped.
No kidding. She wasn't ready. Yeah, take her out and fatten her up again. Put her back. She just wasn't ready.
Okay. Yeah, I need to find somewhere to get some large live food for them because all I have is micro worms and vinegar eels. I've got tons of vinegar.
Contact Phillips. He'll probably trade you for some bettas. He's got I don't know if he has Daphnia culture.
Scuds?
Which would be perfect.
Yeah.
And he has scuds.
Yeah, my wife, she's not here right now, but she told me earlier if I came on, she heard Dina say one night that she loved pink and that was her favorite color, but she couldn't find a pink. Well, I've got 2 pink betta males and a pink betta female that if she pays the shipping, I'll ship them to her.
Hey, I'll gladly pay the shipping. I'd love to have them.
Well, I'll contact you on your YouTube channel.
Hey, that'll work. That'd be great.
Nice.
Yeah, because I love pink fish.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're pretty. I mean, I've never actually seen a solid pink betta before, but I've got a few.
I haven't either. Yeah, that's a winner. That's an absolute winner.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hop off of here now and let somebody else have a chance.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate you. Nice to have you up.
Yeah, thank you.
You mean the world to a lot of people in the fish world. So
well, thank you so much.
Fish.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate that. Bye for now. Oh my.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling better already.
Hey, that's awesome.
All right. Usually grow my own mosquito larvae. Yeah, that's a good food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
That's a really good food.
Yeah, that's what I try to culture outside. Just a lot of times it gets dumped over. So
nice. Well, I think we're down to it here.
yeah, I think
Thank you all. This has been a joy.
Mm-hmm.
We do have one more bunch of gifts here.
Oh, awesome.
Let's do this. I got 2 more bags of mixed plants, and then 1 bag of Rotala green. So we're going to do all 3 of these, and whoever gets the Rotala will be a crapshoot. So let's see. I got one. I got a fish in mind. I am not going to give any clues at all.
Okay.
It's a fish I have in stock. That's all I'm going to. If I say anything, I'll give it away. What fish am I thinking? Betta, no.
That's what I was
Puffer,
thinking
no. Severum, no. Neon, no. Cory, no. Freshwater fish, yeah. I will answer yes. Yes, freshwater. Formosa, no. Episto, no. Better know. Guppy. Tony got it. Tony got it. It's a guppy. Thinking about guppy. Okay, so Tony, I got two more here. Oscar Sickler. Let me do one more. Okay, I got one. Next fish. Guesses. Rummy nose. No. I'll give you a hint. It can be found in multiple colors. Multiple colors. Ember, Molly, Soul Power got it. Soul Power. It is a Molly. That's what I'm thinking about. Make sure you send me Father Fish Aquariums with an X at gmail.com. Fatherfish Aquariums with an S at gmail.com. Tell me your guess and your name and address, and I will send you a bag of fish. One more. Let me think now. I got it. Episto Neon, Garami Beta Platy. Thank you. Nothing so far. Tetra, no.
Yeah, I love when you try to
Platy,
throw something
no.
and it messes it up.
Pulley, no. A bag of fish, no. Swordtail, no. Soul Power in Canada, no. Swordtail, no. Rainbow Shrimp, Rainbow Cory, Snail, Barb, no, 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 no. Oscar, no. Sword, no. It is a cichlid. It is a cichlid. Pencil, Pleco, Rasbora. It is a cichlid. Scarlet, no. Angel, Tony got another one. The angel, that's what it, and Deborah Shear, let's see, let's do Deborah. Tony already got one. Let's give this one to Deborah. Deborah, send me your name and address, and I will send you a bag of plants. And there we have it. An evening with Father Fish and Dina. A joy to behold. And we have come through in flying colors. We lost who we needed to lose. We won who we needed to win. And we are in love with the world.
That's it.
Bless you all. Let me pass out a few wrenches here while we're doing this. And we're going to play our song. Where is it? Right there. That ain't it. There it is.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
I cannot send plants
my
to Canada.
little fishes as they swim about their home.
God bless us,
When
everyone.
the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow high, and drawn into the world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but
Delighted to
never
be with
found
you all.
peace.
Same here. Thanks,
Thank you so
everybody.
much.
From
Thank you
watching
all so
my
much.
fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy
Here is the
and
love
I
that
am
finds us.
content to
It
sit
finds
and
us
watch
through
them
our
swim.
little
I
fish.
will not be alone
We are joined
while
together.
these fishes are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them
Plants.
and their colors begin
Aquarium.
to glow high, and
All
drawn
the joy and
into a
beauty
world
that
where
lives in
my
there.
heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Love
Love
you
y'all.
all.